presentation before. We sent it probably about 3 weeks ago. But we just want to break down kind of some 1, 5, 15, 1 hour minute time frames and show you guys basically what they can do and obviously how we can backtrack in order to execute trades successfully instead of being head faked out and different things like that. Yep. So I'll let Ron take over the first little bit and I'll jump in.
So guys, because we're getting a lot of messages about guys trading on 1 minute, 5 minutes, but they're leaning towards the 1 minutes and they're not seeing the big picture of things and they're getting faked out. And so what I suggest is like 1 minute is really for more experienced traders that have like years into it and they understand what's going on. Because with trading with 1 minute, you got to be in and out. Like if you find a nice setup, which you can, but you got to understand like 1, 2, or 3 1 minute candles. Those are 3 green bars. You got to exit your trade. Like it's not going to go up forever. Remember, you're trading on 1 minute. So you got to get in, quick out. But what I'm telling guys is, as you're learning, transition more to the 5 minute candles because you guys can really, really see the plays develop. And then you guys can get away from all those head fakes and you guys can really be more profitable. And
like we're saying, the reason we're getting a lot of messages about, buying in and then getting head faked and shooting right down, or, if they do sell, it goes down and automatically shoots up, right? Yeah. So we think this one's really going to kind of solidify, a lot of intro trainers should be doing. Which minute section do you think?
I think 5 minutes. 5 minutes really, so you guys can really see the plays develop. Remember, you want to play the trends. So we play the downtrends and then we look for the reversal. If you're trading on the 1 minute, it's very, very hard to see a clear picture of that downtrend. It happens too fast. You have to execute it right away because if you come in halfway, you've already missed half the run. So you're coming in and the run is almost over. So you're automatically going to get stopped out. So even if you place a stop loss, you're going to be out of the trade. So so what we're going to do is, do you want to go to the...
Let's actually, they might have some questions over here, obviously. CODX, I know a lot of these guys, when they started with us, they've traded this, right? So you want to maybe kind of break down the 1s, 5s, 15s, 1 hours and stuff like that, because obviously when they look at these, they're going to be like, those are extremely different.
Yeah. So right? On the far right, guys, it's starting with the 1 hour. Obviously the 1 hour gives...
Sorry, it's actually the daily, bro, my bad, just because, but there's dailies there.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we start from the far right, we have a daily. So daily is not giving us a real big picture. So us as day traders, we need to get to a shorter time frame so that we can have something to trade. So even if you go to the 1 hour, it's still not enough for us. So then you got to go down to a shorter time frame. You can trade on the 15 minutes, but again, you need a lot of time for that. You need at least 2 hours to be in a trade because you need to see that downtrend. Remember, 3 or 4 red bars, that's 45 minutes to an hour. Then you got to play the uptrend, which is another 2 or 3 green bars. So you're in front of a computer for about hour and a half, 2 hours. So that's why we suggest 5 minutes, because 5 minutes, I guarantee you guys are trading for a half hour, hour a day. And you guys can really see a nice play setup and you guys can get in.
Now for example, Ron, obviously you're doing full-time work, right? Like someone like me, when I work from home, like if I'm doing another job at home, right, I can throw on the 15-minute candles.
Absolutely.
And check back every 15 minutes, right? So it's not like I'm constantly checking my phone.
No, so yeah, Dave brings up a great point here. So if you're at home, like if you're playing with the kids or whatever you're doing, if you trade on the 15 minutes, you can simply have your laptop on the 15s and you can watch each bar develop. Like you don't have to sit in front of the computer. You can just come by every 5-10 minutes. You can see what's going on. So if you know that the downtrend is starting to develop on the 15, you know within the next 20-30 minutes that the price should be dropping and you can be coming back in the next half hour looking for that uptrend. So Dave raised a good point. So yeah, if you got time, if you're at home, you can just put it on the laptop and just cruise by it and have a look at what it's doing.
But the key thing is you got to have the time to do that.
Yeah.
That's the key thing.
Yeah. So then again, so we've already discussed what like a sniper is. They trade on the 1 minutes. They're real quick, but The 5 minute is a sniper / day trader. So they trade with the 5/15s. What they do is like you're trading on the 15-minute candles, but you're always checking the 15s to see what it's doing. It's giving you a bigger picture. But then when you go to the 5s, you're actually seeing real time what's going on. And then if you flip to the 1s, you don't have to trade literally on the 1s, but you're trading on the 5s, but you can flip to the 1s to see what's really going on at the moment. So that's a really good thing to start picking up, guys.
So in this one on the left, obviously you'll see that there's nice thick candles. There's not too many crazy volatility, right?
Do you guys see that, how nice those candles look? So you can really see that like bullish engulfing candle where we have the arrow saying buy, and then you see your next candle is a really nice engulfed candle. And then as soon as you start seeing that red candle, you could exit that trade and take your profits. And you can also be patient, and we can see if it's still up, if it's still got momentum and it's riding up. As you can see in this picture, that yellow line is your upper Bollinger Band, and it's riding it right back up. So you guys could have profited, and then you could have popped right back in the trade, and you would have made a really, really good percentage on this one. And that's it. Yeah, well, this was Acre, A-K-E-R. I remember this one. A lot of you guys were sending me all, you guys were sending us all those tickets on that day. But yeah, yeah. Do you want to go? Mm-hmm.
A lot of guys, actually, a lot of people have been messaging us too in terms of why do you only do that, or why do we only do that? And then they're asking about long term, right?
Yeah,
so we throw this in there too.
Yeah, you can do long term trading as well if you want to get in, but long term trading is more on dividend stocks. You guys want to get on these. These are like your blue chip. These are like your FANG stocks: Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Google, Amazon, Tesla. These are your big boys. And these ones you want to buy, exactly, follow candle formation. So if you see the big boards on a downtrend and you know that they're going to go up, so you want to buy these ones at a discount. And right here, you can see it as it came down in July 2016, and then you got in on that bullish candle and you rode it all the way up for 2 years, basically. You may that was Apple at $90, and it went all the way up to like $260 up there, and you would have collected that quarterly dividend all along the way. And what we suggest is like like you take some profits from your day trading, and then you buy your nice dividend stocks that give you that quarterly payment every 3 months. It's kind of like a recurring revenue in your pocket, like an extra paycheck. And yeah. And do you want to go to Webull right away, and we can show the candles 100% real time?
Yeah. Give us 1 sec, guys. We're going to transition over here.
Okay, guys. So we're going on Webull right now, and this is Bitcoin. Actually, it's live. Okay, we're at $99,934. So we want to show you like live candle formations right now. So this is Bitcoin paired up with the US dollar right now.
And notice right now, currently on the 5 minute candles.
Yeah, so right now we're at the 5 minute candles. So each one of these candles is 5 minutes. So before we started this call, I was drawing some lines over here, and this is where you could have taken a trade right here. See that nice big where it developed, and we broke some resistance here. So that was a nice bullish engulfed 5 minute candle, and then it came all the way up. And then you wait for your next, so guys say, when do you take profits? Well, if you have a bullish engulfed candle, it's full of bullish green volume, then you would wait for your next candle to form. And your 5 minute opened right here, and it was above the wick, and then it gets ignited, it's called. So when it gets ignited, then it starts to go up a lot more. So think of it like as a firecracker, guys. Well, if you have a firecracker with a small wick, and you light it, it's gonna go off right in your hand. It's gonna blow up. If you got a firecracker with a longer wick and you light it, you can hold it for a little bit longer. It won't be ignited. It won't be as powerful. So you guys can use that kind of analogy to think of this.
Hey, Ron, switch back to the ones. Let's show them the same kind of.
Okay, so Dave brought up an awesome point. So we're on the ones right now. So do you see all of this choppy stuff? So if you were trading the ones right now, like, yeah, there's a little downtrend here, and then you see like a little hammer here, and then you could have rode it up 2 bars, but that's what I mean. You're only gonna get like a 2 minute play. But as Dave said, if you transition to the 5s, all that noise is gone. You see that? So all of those head fakes, if you guys are patient, you guys can get rid of all those head fakes. But if you want to look right now, like at this red candle that we have right now, it's a bearish candle. If we want to flip to the ones right now, we could see what's going on real time. So we see now it's broke the middle Bollinger Band. So this is our signal. This is our 20-day average. So it's testing it right now. If it breaks it, it's going to test this bottom of this Bollinger Band, and hopefully it'll bounce off of it. But this is now, so we're in a downtrend on the ones, and you can see it developing on the fives. See, this one is probably going to be going into like a shooting star candle with a top wick. That's because the sellers are pushing the price down.
But another great point is too, like if you look at this, it's a lot less stressful.
Yeah.
When you're going in and out constantly, it's very tough mentally to be able to keep the momentum going right.
Good. Yeah.
That formation's right there. They're pretty ideal. It's pretty obvious.
So if you took this trade right here, you could have been in the profits, and now you're getting resistance up here. So what you could do is, if you come up here to drawings, you grab a horizontal line, you put it at the top of this wick. This is going to be your top resistance now, right there. And then if you want to trap this now, because this is called consolidation, so you grab another horizontal bar and you put it at the bottom. You want to get as many wicks as possible, as many touches as you can right there, okay? So this is called channel trading now. So we had a huge bullish move up here, and now the price is cooling off. So exactly what we taught you in the last tutorial, like spinning top candles right here. Dave can tell you about all these neutral candles.
No, I think there's more people. Keep going. Talk about it.
Yeah. So when I drew those horizontal lines now, so I'm trying to trap this price in there. So this is called consolidation. So the price is cooling off because of that big uptrend. So the price is now figuring out if it's going to break that bottom support and drop further, or if it's going to attempt to hit that top resistance and break out. So if you want to channel trade in this channel, you could. But again, you got to look at the context of it. If we're trading like a $2 stock, okay, and the top here is like $2.05, and the bottom right here is $2, you're only allowed a 5 cents. Is it really worth trading it? So what we want to do is we want to wait for breakouts or breakdowns, okay? And this is where patience comes into play. So if you want to see what's really going on in the big picture, if you select your 15-minute candle now, see the uptrend on the 15s, and now the 15-minute candle had resistance right where we placed our horizontal line, and it got pushed down, okay? And now it's getting pushed down further. So we're watching right now this support line right here to see if it breaks. If it breaks, this is gonna drop down to here. I'll draw another horizontal line right at the bottom of this wick of our previous candle, okay? Right there, guys. So that will be our next zone, but we got to wait for that one to develop. So this is 15. So this one just opened up 1 minute ago. So this 15-minute candle will not close till 10 p.m. Eastern time. So if you go to your fives will give you a better picture to see if we're going to break or if it's going to hold this.
Do you see, guys, how they haven't broken any? They're still consolidated within that channel. Nothing changes from the 15 even down to the 5, right? So those lines apply to the time frames too, right?
So this is where patience plays, guys. If you wanna just rush into trades, this is where you can possibly make mistakes. But if you're patient, this is where you can get 100% of your trades. Okay, and if you want to see on the ones right now, the ones will tell us exactly what's going on. So look at the ones. So here they drop, and look at how the tail kisses our support line, and it's the bottom of that Bollinger Band.
Right.
Guys, this is like textbook technical analysis right here, and we're doing this live. Like this is some good stuff we're giving you guys. So right here, it's just bounced off, and now it's in it. We're gonna see if it goes back to this blue purple line. That's your signal line within your Bollinger Band. So it acts as a magnet. So the price wants to gravitate to that. Right now, we want to see, so this is pure consolidation right now, okay? So we don't need to be trading. We just need to see if it's going to break out or break out. Yeah. And the Bollinger Bands too, okay? Because they expand and they converge. So you can see now the bands are getting tighter. So when they get tighter and tighter, they're consolidating and they're getting ready for a breakout or a breakdown, okay? So look, now the 1 minute is starting to get a little bullish, but that still doesn't get me excited about this trade. So like some people will say, okay, I'm going to take this trade, but I tell them you're in a consolidation period. Okay?
So guys, like obviously this is Bitcoin. This completely applies to the stock market.
Oh yeah, 100%. It doesn't, we can pull up any ticker right now. We can look at anything. Candlesticks are real time. They're right to the minute. They tell you the story. So we already know the story. So we're going to predict the future. So we're going to find out if it's going to break down or if we're going to retest this resistance and we're going to break out further. So if you guys want to see like what the next resistance point, if we break out, you got to come on a longer time frame so we can see previously how high it went. There's nothing on the 30s, nothing on the 1 hours. I think Bitcoin, we're pretty much like at a really high right now for a long, long time. Yeah, if you can go to your dailies right now, there's like no touch points. Yeah, $10,074. Okay, and that's since that was beginning of May. So 10,074. That's like your high right there. So we're still far away from the highs, but we're in this zone right now. So if you wanted to trade this, we would be waiting. I would be waiting to break this red line and then it comes in a downtrend and I would be looking for the reversal to take it back up. Or if it breaks this top here, this resistance, we're gonna have a breakout to the up, okay? But it's all patience, guys. And then if you wanna look at the 1 minutes, what's going on? Again, so the 1 minutes, they're still consolidating in this range. It'll probably come up to this top Bollinger Band and probably get rejected and bounce down. But again, we just gotta take a look at what's going on.
Patience is the name of this one.
Patience, guys. It's this. If you want to be a really good trader, it just takes patience. And then, and while you're being patient, you're actually learning a lot because you're following all technicals. So you're learning. It's not like we're not learning. We're walking through this, and we're learning a lot right now. Show them gold.
Yeah, let's go to gold.
Okay, guys, we're gonna show you one other ticker right here. This is gold right now. So gold is live. It's $1,756 an ounce right now. So these are the gold on the 1 minutes. Do you see the 1 minutes? How, look at here. If you wanted to trade on the 1 minutes, you had your bearish play here and it tested the bottom of the Bollinger Band and got rejected. So again, we tell you that it's gonna come right back up to that magnet, that signal line, and we broke it, but then it came back down. So this is if you want to trade 1 minute, you can certainly do that. But if we go to the fives, you can see a better picture of what's going on. And then there you go. So your fives went up here, the top right there, it was 1,759. So we already mapped this out before we started this call. It tested it there, 5 minute bearish candle, and then we started the bearish downtrend all the way down to here. And then on your 5 minute, you could have taken this, wrote it up. There was like a 5-10% scalp. And now again, look at this. So we already had these zones mapped out. We're in a perfect consolidation zone. You can see that. Each one of these candles is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's about 40 minutes of consolidation. We're consolidating in between the signal and the bottom of the Bollinger Band right now. So this is leaning towards a downtrend. We need to break out above this signal line and we need to test the top of the Bollinger Band to get more bullish, okay?
Let's go to the ones, see what's
and then the ones, see the ones are starting to test the top of the signal line. So hopefully we can get some strength and we can start going up on this. And this is gold, guys, matched with the US dollar. This is gold right now, $1,756. I'm telling you that gold an ounce will be over $2,000 in the next 2 weeks. You heard it here live. And then if you look at the 15s, see the 15s now, we're in complete consolidation. So you had your uptrend right there. So this was a good time to buy. There's your hammer. And you had now your bullish engulfed candle that almost took out that shooting star. But again, you wait for your confirmation candle, which was right there. And it took out that shooting star. So now you're in your uptrend. So you could have rode that up from profits. You could have been in right, if you took it right there, $1,750. And then up here, it went to $1,760, okay? But don't look at the money, right, guys? Just look at the setups, okay? The setups, because this works for your normal day trading, for your $1 to $5, $10 stocks. It's the same thing. Candlesticks are candlesticks. It doesn't matter what you're trading.
This is how we learn.
Yeah, this is exactly. If you guys want to learn like at night, you can put these on and watch candles form live, and you guys can do like paper trading like this. This is how Dave and I learned, you know. And you don't have to wait for like 9:30 a.m. in the morning to trade. You can put these tickers on. These trade like 24 hours a day. Bitcoin, gold. And then look here. So it tested here, and then you had your downtrend. And then now we're in a consolidation zone. So you guys can see, even if you bought this right here, it's going nowhere. You're in this zone here. So you need to wait for a breakout or a breakdown. So it's in these zones, resistance. Here's your resistance and your support, okay? Do you want to take some questions or? Yeah. Do you guys, if you guys have any questions, you guys can put in the chat box, please. And we'll take some questions.
The top line and the bottom line, TP, right?
The top line and bottom TP, take profit. Yeah, Mario. So your question is, if I get it right, is like the resistance and the support is your take profit. So yeah, if it tests your resistance and it gets rejected, you should be taking profits up there. Okay, guys? So when we draw those resistance and the support lines, it's kind of telling you that if it gets to your resistance and it's getting rejected, if you guys are in profits, you need to be taking profits, okay? Because the play is getting rejected. And
15 minutes like.
Yeah, and you're going to give up your profits, okay? So if you made a nice trade and you're in the profits, don't be giving it up. Like the technicals will tell you everything. You don't need to, you just follow the technicals.
Come on, guys, start asking them.
Is there any questions, guys, or?
Being greedy is my problem.
Yeah. Okay. So a lot of people are have this problem. Like Mario said, his problem is being greedy. So we do this to make profits, right? So we tell guys 5% minimum. If you make 5% in one trade, that's a really, really good percentage. You should be placing your stop loss there. So minimum that you would make in that trade is 5%. If it goes up a little higher, that's great. But you get a minimum percent. 5% is a great trade. That's a nice day trade.
And like obviously Ron mentioned stop loss, that'll be in probably our membership section for you guys. But if you were to enter in a trade and then it went sideways, you would be essentially protected by doing this. It's kind of like doing your due diligence. So yeah. We'll touch upon more of that.
So we're in a pure consolidation stage right now. It's 10 p.m. Eastern time, so the market is kind of slow right now. This would be waiting for the UK market to open up at 3 a.m. Eastern time. That's when these will be having some nice moves. But you can be setting up your charts right now. What's the question here?
Smaller shrinking candles approaching support and resistance also take profit. He means like consolidate with they're going into support and resistance.
Yeah, like the smaller the candles get, they're those spinning top. They're those undecided 50-50 candles. So like I wouldn't be looking for a trade right now. I would be looking for a setup right now. So if people are looking to take a trade right now, I wouldn't recommend it because there's nothing to trade right now. The range is not big enough. We need to wait for one of these support lines to break or this resistance line to break, and it will be in a trade. So we can go now to our 1 minute to see if we're approaching. So like here, it tried to test it and got rejected up there and then came back down. So these bands are getting tighter on the ones and they're getting tighter on the 5s. So we're getting ready for a breakout or a breakdown. You'll see it, it'll develop live. We're watching it right now. So question is,
10 minutes.
yeah, so the question is, should we wait 10 minutes before putting any trades after the market opens, or 6:30 a.m. or when the market opens? Again, when the market opens, it is very, very volatile. So a lot of times you might want to relax 15 minutes, just set up your charts and get it ready, because once it settles down, then the trading begins. But if you want to take advantage of the market right at open, you can. But it takes more of an experienced trader, because it is very, very fast. Like, yeah, it's very fast. Like a lot of you guys have seen at 9:30 a.m. where it jumps up and jumps down. Like but around 9:45, 10 o'clock a.m., it settles down, and you guys can really pick your trades, and you can look, okay, so right now in the 5 minutes, you guys see that? This is getting really engulfed. So we're gonna test that, okay? So it's consolidating. So hopefully this breaks that resistance point, and it could go bullish. Remember, as I told you, the bands were getting tighter. So if we go to the 1s right now, we can see what's going on here. So the 1s are right up there. So you can see now we moved from the signal line, and we're testing the top of the Bollinger Band, but we have that heavy resistance up there, okay? That's the high of the day right now. So that's a big, big resistance up there. So the 5s, okay, so a lot of guys ask me, okay, now it broke. So what this needs to be bullish is, this is the body of the candle. The entire body of this candle needs to close above this red support line, this resistance line. So it's 10 o'clock now. So this is our 5 minute candle. So it should be closing anytime soon, and then we'll see where it opens, okay? We don't want to have a big wick where it gets rejected. Yeah, so we'll see where it opens. Do you guys see that big wick now? So what that was it got rejected at that resistance point. See, this is working live, guys. Do you see how that plays out?
So when you're day trading.
Yeah, so if you took a trade here and you were in, when it went that all the way up to your resistance point and it got rejected, you need to be taking profits, guys, or else you're gonna get a big red bearish candle like this, and it's gonna take away your profits, okay? So it got
and that's fast too. Like that, if that was 1 minute, like you'd be up and then it would shoot right back down.
Yeah, here's your 1 minute candle. So we just flipped to 1s. So your 1 minute candle went right there, and then your 1 minute candle comes right back down. So if you want to be trading the 1 minutes, the 1 minutes is very, very fast execution. You got to be in and out, but the 5 minutes really allow your play to develop. So we got a question here. It's, how do you take your profit? So again, you got to have the candlestick analysis. You got to know your take profit candles. Okay, we sent those in the tutorials. We really need you guys to study those. Your take profit candles are your bearish engulfing, your shooting stars, or your dark cloud covers. Yeah, so if you guys want to take a look, we'll go back to Bitcoin, see what happened with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is still in this consolidation stage. So it's still in that zone. Do you see here? So this is 5 minute candles. It broke the support, but came back up. And again, it's right back above the support level. So this one, we're going to see what's going to happen with that one. But here, gold is breaking out. So here's gold. So we tested here. We broke our previous resistance. And now we're going through our next zone.
So tell them where we buy.
Yeah, so I would be, you could have taken a buy right here, because we're testing now the high of the day. So this could be a breakout. But again, you need to take in context. You got to go to your 1 minutes to see what's going on. So your 1s got rejected right up here, right at that point. So again, we're at the top of the Bollinger Band. We're riding the high of the day. Do you see, guys, now how the Bollinger Band starts expanding? Remember, it was coming tighter and tighter, and Dave and I said that it was either going to break up or break down. So this is what happens when the bands get tight. They're going to expand or they're going to contract.
Didn't you call gold going to an all-time high like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, gold's going to go to $2,000 in the next 2 weeks, guys.
Let's go.
Because it's paired with the US dollar.
Look at
guys.
it go. It's going again.
So if we took these trades, we would be in profits right now, guys. And here, so remember the candles, guys. So we have our 5-minute candle. It's starting to look kind of like a hammer, guys. Okay, so the hammer has a long tail and the head. So as this price pushes up further, the body is going to look like a hammer. So let's hopefully we break, remember these resistance points that we put? So hopefully we break through these. Look at that setup, guys. So this was textbook, okay? So these are the 5-minute candles. Right around signal, it went bearish, tested your bottom Bollinger Band, bounced off, came right back to your signal, broke it, and now we're in a bullish uptrend, okay? And MACD here is getting real, it's gonna cross right here. So that's your momentum, and it's got the bulls taking it. So right here, you guys see that? It's breaking above. So if we would be in profits right now, if we were all taking this trade right now, guys.
It's going against testing.
So if you want to see right now what's going on the testing, you can come to the 1 minutes, okay? And the 1 minutes are giving you a real-time picture of what's going on. So we're riding the top of the Bollinger Band, and there's our resistance point. So we'll see if it goes up here, kisses it, gets rejected, or if we break it, okay?
So a solid formation.
This is perfect, guys. This is perfect. So the ones look good. The fives look great, and then you can come to your 15s, and 15 is like a nice hammer forming too. So you guys can see that play. Remember what Dave and I tell you, look for those reversal downtrends coming down, and look for your engulfed candle taking it right back up, guys. Okay?
So last question.
Okay, so the question is, Jean-Claude, you're asking, can you use VWAP in 9MA instead of Bollinger Band, and does it work just as well? Yes, so if you're comfortable with the VWAP is a volume weighted average price. So that gives you, you're getting two averages with that one. You're getting an average of the volume and of the price. So if you prefer the VWAP, you can certainly use that. The reason why I like the Bollinger Band is because you have 3 lines. You have your signal, and then you have your bottom and your top Bollinger Band. But great question, Jean-Claude. Yeah, you can definitely use VWAP in 9MA. I use that too as well. I switch them up.
All right, guys.
Yeah, so look what's going on right here, guys. So on the 5, okay, you have now, it's starting bearish. So if we were in profits, I would be taking profits right now live, okay? I would be exiting this trade because we're at the top of the resistance point, and now it had a healthy uptrend, and now we're starting to go red. So this is where guys say, oh, I'm too greedy, I wanna make more money. I would be exiting this trade right now.
Go to the ones, sure.
Because if you go to the ones they're getting rejected up here. So if I was in the profits, I would be happy, and I would be exiting the trade. Even if it goes up a little further, I wouldn't risk it right now, okay? Because look at how it's coming down now. This would be taken away from, look at that, okay, guys? And then this is your support. If it breaks that, it's gonna drop down even further, okay? Here's your new 1 minute candle, okay? So we had it up there, and now it's going bearish, okay, guys? So this is why, if you're in profits, you gotta watch technicals. Right there, you need to be cashing out because this is taking your profits down, okay? We'll let this 1 minute candle form. It's probably gonna test this support line, maybe bounce off or maybe break it. Is there any other questions, guys, that you have for us? So this was the Bitcoin, guys, over here that we were following. So it's testing now the bottom of that support line. So, but it's holding, okay? So that's good, showing strength. As long as it holds, then maybe in the next 10, 15 minutes, if we test the top resistance, this one can possibly break out. Okay, guys? So it's all candle formation. Just follow your technicals, time frames too, guys. So yeah, so it all depends, and it's personal preference, whatever time frames you guys want to trade on. Maybe some guys will really enjoy the 1 minute scalping. Other people like 5 minutes, 15 minutes. But while you're in a demo account and you're practicing, practice all different time frames. It's personal preference. Whatever you guys can master or enjoy, it's up to you guys. Like everyone is different. Whatever you guys like.
Want to ask these or what? That's the last question from Brendan.
Yeah. So Brandon says, would you take profit or just move your stop loss closer? That's a good question, Brandon. It's all personal preference. If you want to take the profits and run, you can. If you want to set your trailing stop, you can do that. So where you would set it is, sorry. So if it was here, if it broke out right here, I would set my stop loss right now, right at the support line. So if it came down, I would exit the trade right there. If it keeps going up, you can ride it right back up, Brandon. Good question. So guys, that's we're gonna wrap it up right now. So we're gonna do these